It's a controversial topic that's dividing Queensland communities: coal seam gas. Some farmers feel their properties are being invaded by CSG companies, and there's fear of the environmental impact on underground water supplies. Yet there's no doubting CSG has brought wealth and job opportunities to once sleepy farming towns across southern Queensland. While the emerging industry has united farmers and greenies through the protest group Lock the Gate, not everyone thinks it's all bad. From Roma, Kieran McKechnie reports.
I think a lot of people early in the piece sort of forgot about the fact that this is also, it's our workplace, but it's also our home, and our home tends to be not just the house in the corner of the property, but I mean, I've been here all my life, and my father was here, came here in 1948, so we've got a long family connection, and you really do get an incredibly strong connection to your land, and you get very protective of it.
Spend a little time with Peter Thompson and it quickly becomes clear he loves his cattle and grain property, Echo Hills, northeast of Roma. So it's surprising to hear he's one of the very few farmers who's embraced the coal seam gas industry. That said, he took some convincing when a CSG company came knocking on his door a couple of years ago.
The first thought was we wished it was somewhere else, but we very quickly realised that it wasn't going to go away and that we needed to make it work. So we were actually proactive from day one, or day two maybe, decided that we really need to get in there and open discussions with the company, work out what their plans were, let them know what our needs were and take it from there.
That approach has certainly paid off. While some may say Echo Hills has been overrun by workers and heavy machinery, laying pipes and building gas wells, Peter Thompson is happy with the way things are panning out. He's negotiated well to ensure the CSG company has stayed off his prime agricultural land and kept construction work to a minimum. So Peter, this is one of 19?
Yeah, so this is, I think it's well number 121 from memory.
So this isn't too disruptive where it is here?
No, in fact, this is a stony knob in the middle of cultivation, so we've got beautiful cultivation that side of us and right here behind us, and look at this, and it's grazing country but in the middle of a farming paddock, so it's an ideal situation for a gas well.
Many would shudder at the thought of gas wells scattered across their properties, but Peter Thompson has come to accept it. Yet he insists he's remained vigilant about the potential environmental impacts of CSG.
Our number one proviso here was it's looking after the land, looking after the agricultural business, and it's looking after our livability. So we're not going to go and do something or allow something to be done that is detrimental to the environment.
To further cement the relationship, Peter Thompson has just signed a compensation deal with the company Origin, which he believes will be used as a test case for other landholders.
It isn't a case of that they've just managed to buy us off, because absolutely nothing, and I say absolutely nothing, has changed in our conditions or how they will be able to work on the place. But it's going to mean that people will be able to look at coal seam gas as another part of their business and a worthwhile part, and will really give them the incentive to be part of it.
Heading back down the road towards Brisbane is the small but bustling community of Chinchilla. Signs of the booming CSG industry are everywhere, and it's credited with the resurgence of this once sleepy town.
Yes, the CSG has had a huge economic impact, because this area especially was mainly just the agricultural industry, but now with the CSG there's a huge number of jobs and opportunities for local people, as well as families have come back to our area.
Kay Maguire runs Chinchilla's coach company. 10 years ago she was doing the occasional school bus run. Now her business is booming thanks to coal seam gas.
We were only a very small company back then, just about 2 or 3 vehicles. But about 10 years ago, we probably doubled our fleet. But in the last 5-6 years, we've grown steadily since then, and we have up to 19 vehicles now that are very busy every day.
Certainly enormous wealth throughout the communities, but comes wealth, also comes the challenges. Affordable housing is crucial. Infrastructure impacts that they're having here, they're crucial issues that we're having right now.
Ray Brown is the mayor of the Western Downs region, which takes in the big towns of Chinchilla and Dalby. He lauds the benefits of the coal seam gas boom on his patch, albeit with a note of caution.
Is gas part of our future? Yes, it is. It's a short term, but when you look at the reality of it, we're looking here to 2080. Well, all this gas activity is still here. We've got to make sure that we've got a future for our grandchildren too. And there's the other one side of it. To protect the agricultural sector, make sure they can coexist.
To see CSG and agriculture coexist, you need look no further than Echo Hills. Here, Peter Thompson believes he's got the balance right. He's embracing the emerging industry, but not at the expense of the land he holds so dear.
We are a beef producing property, a grain producing property, and now a gas producing.
Kieran McKechnie reporting.